Eagles are symbols of power, freedom, and resilience. They rule the skies with their sharp eyes, soaring high above the ground, hunting and gliding with ease. These majestic creatures seem untouchable, able to overcome almost anything the wild throws their way. But what happens when one of these mighty birds is left broken, injured, and alone, with no chance of survival? The story begins in 2005, when a bald eagle named Bella found herself in deep trouble. She was flying high above the trees on a hot afternoon, enjoying the wind and looking for food. For hours, she had been gliding through the sky with grace. Then she spotted a tall tree and decided to rest. But what Bella didn't know was that someone had their eyes on her. A poacher was hiding below, watching her every move. He thought Bella would be an easy target. As soon as she landed, he aimed his gun and fired. The bullet hit her hard, tearing off most of her beak. Bella fell from the sky and crashed to the ground. The poacher thought she was dead. He walked away without checking. But Bella was still alive. Barely. She was in terrible pain. Her body was weak, and she could barely move. She made soft cries, hoping someone would hear. Her sounds echoed through the forest, but no help came. Alone and badly hurt, Bella's fight to stay alive had just begun. Without her beak, Bella couldn't eat, drink, or even clean her feathers. For a bird like her, it was almost the same as a death sentence. The beak isn't just for food, it's how she lived. But even though she was badly hurt, something inside Bella kept her going. She didn't give up. Days went by. Bella lay hidden in the grass, weak and alone. No one came. Her calls grew softer. It felt like the end. But then something happened. A rescue team was walking through the area, just checking the land like they always did. They suddenly heard a strange sound. Quiet at first, like a soft rustle. Then it got louder, like something was struggling. They followed the sound, expecting a small, injured animal. But what they found shocked them. Lying on the ground was a bald eagle, barely alive, missing most of her beak, crying out for help. Shocked and heartbroken, the rescue team gently picked Bella up and rushed her to safety. As they drove, they kept asking themselves, who could hurt such a beautiful and powerful bird? Bella looked weak, broken, and in pain, but somehow she was still holding on. The team knew they had to give her a second chance. They were ready to do everything they could to help her stay alive. They took her to Birds of Prey Northwest, a group that helps injured birds recover. As soon as they arrived, the staff got to work. Bella was badly hurt and starving. No one knew how long she had gone without food, but it was clear she hadn't eaten in days. Since she couldn't eat by herself, the team used a tube to feed her. They gave her special liquid food, full of nutrients, to help her grow stronger. To their relief, Bella started to respond. She was still weak, but the food was helping. It was clear she wasn't ready to give up. The rescue team worked day and night, making sure she was warm, fed, and safe. They could see the fight in her eyes. Bella wanted to live. But soon, a painful truth hit them. Bella's beak wasn't healing. No matter how much they helped, the beak wouldn't grow back. And without a beak, she couldn't eat on her own. That meant she could never return to the wild. The place meant to heal her had now become her only home. The team had a hard choice to make. If Bella stopped eating or started showing signs of giving up, they might have to put her down. No one wanted that. But hope was fading. No one could see a way to fix what was lost. Then came Charlotte. She worked at the shelter and knew everything about birds. She couldn't accept this ending. She believed Bella had survived for a reason. and she was ready to do whatever it took to give Bella a real second chance. Charlotte began brainstorming with a team of experts. One of them was Noah, a mechanical engineer from Kinetic Engineering Group. They talked about one wild idea. What if they made a fake beak for Bella? It sounded crazy. No one had done this before. It would be hard, risky, and might not even work. But Charlotte believed it was worth trying. Bella had fought so hard to survive, and Charlotte wasn't going to give up on her. The team got to work. They met with engineers, a dentist, and used special computer programs to design a new beak. Every small detail had to be right. They measured Bella's face again and again to make sure it would fit perfectly. After many long days and nights, they created a design using nylon polymer, a strong, safe material. It wasn't just a beak, it was a second chance. Now they were ready to see if this beak could help Bella live the life she deserved. Was amazed. The beak wasn't exactly like Bella's original, but it looked like it could work. It was their best shot at giving her a chance to survive. The next step was the hardest part, attaching the beak to Bella's face. The team carefully prepared for the procedure, attaching a small metal base to hold the beak in place. The first try didn't go as planned. The beak didn't fit quite right, but they weren't giving up. After a few adjustments and careful measurements, they tried again, and this time it fit perfectly. When Bella felt the prosthetic beak in place, she let out a high-pitched call. It was a sound of relief, like she knew something had changed. The team cheered. They had done it. They had given Bella back a part of what she had lost and a real chance to live again. The true test was yet to come. Could Bella use her new beak? Would she be able to eat on her own again? The team watched in silence, holding their breath as they placed food in front of her. Bella paused, unsure at first. Then, slowly, she opened her beak and leaned forward, taking a bite. The room erupted in cheers. Bella had done it. She was eating on her own for the first time since her injury. Although the prosthetic didn't make Bella completely whole, it gave her a chance to live with dignity. She could eat, drink, and preen her feathers. Bella would never be able to return to the wild. Her beak wasn't strong enough for survival out there. But now, she could live independently. Her journey had shown the world that with the right care, even the most injured animals could have a second chance. Bella remained at the shelter, where she was looked after by the dedicated team. The bond between her and Charlotte, the specialist who refused to give up on her, grew stronger with every passing day. They both knew that Bella had been given something special, a second chance not just to survive, but to inspire. Charlotte shared Bella's amazing story online, hoping to spread awareness about the dangers of poaching and its impact on wildlife. Bella's survival wasn't just a reminder of the harm humans can do to these beautiful creatures. It was a symbol of hope. Despite